So you are able to see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Right now I am just using these three. It means total sales and last year. Instead of last year, I can use my last day. And see, right now we need to calculate as YOY function. YOY changes and YOY growth in percentage. We need to focus on these two. So in between you guys, anyone know how to calculate YOY? In just normal name and language, how to calculate YOY? In just layman language, how to calculate this YOY changes?
Year by year. So every year we need to find the changes.
Yeah,
growth.
you can just use your current year minus previous year.
Yeah.
Okay, and how to change your this growth percentage? How to find out?
That will be the variance between last year and current year difference, and then divided by the current year.
Variance and divided by last year, last day, because growth will be from last day. Okay, growth will be from P1, P0. No? So we are using last day. This is your P0 and this is your P1. So we are going to change we are going to see our growth from previous year. So that is why we are using our last day. So this is just your normal language. And how to in Power BI? Same, you can just follow your normal language. Go to this new measure. Just put it total sales minus last day. Same function. You can just put it at only the variance name. You can just put it at variance, or you can change as YOY changes. And instead of total sales, see, this is total sales you have. Total sales minus last day sales. This is your difference of variance. And same way, right now we are going to using our variance divided by last day sales, and it is for function in the Power BI. We are using as a divide function. Okay, so I am going to new measure, and I can just change my name as YOY growth percentage. And for this, I can use divide function. This is a divide function. Divide by variance. Variance means you can just put it as YOY changes. Denominator is last day sales. Last day sales, and alternative result is 0 if your last day sales suppose 0, and instead of any value you can put it as 0, so that your value will be okay. And now see, divide, and right now I'm using these two functions into chart, into this table. See, there is a YOY and YOY percentage, and it will give you the 0, 0. So go to this growth percentage and use your percentage column from here. This is your percentage formatting. So when you do your percentage formatting, it will give you the answer in complete percentage. Okay, so we have a many percentage, right? And now I'm going to ask you one thing. Like in the last day sales, some of the things we have blank. So it is important to show this value. Tell me. It is important to show this value the last year or that kind of thing we are using. It is important to use or not. I'm going to tell you what is my motive. Like this sales of this sales period, if I using this YOY changes, if total sales minus last day sales, if this value last day sales becomes 0, okay, then we don't need to value in the YOY. Okay, So I can just put it here as one condition. If is blank, this is our function, guys. If is blank, like this last day sales, if last day sales value is blank, okay, if last day sales value is blank, then we don't need data. We need data as result as true. We need blank value. Okay, like if last year day sale, leave this value. If this column or in this column, if any value is blank, then we need same as in YOY as a blank. Otherwise, we need a same data. So go to this, and if you're using this function, it will give you the result. And this is important for our data. See, if this value is blank, this is also blank. If this value is blank, this is also blank. Okay, this value is blank, then this is also blank, and it will give you the YOY growth for every Y. So that is the reason that we should use this function is blank function into this, because see, it is better. Suppose if you are working in any company, okay, any organization, if your current sales is value, but last year sales is not any value. If you divide, if you subtract your changes, that current year minus last year, that is zero. That is the same value with the current year. Okay, current year minus last year is zero, the same value. That why you need to change your growth. Why we need a growth? Because you know that in the last year in the Australia country we don't have any sales. Then what is the growth in Australia in current year? Same. Which what is the current sale? What is the growth in the current sale? The same value in the current sale growth. So we don't need that kind of thing. We need those growth percentage in which we have a comparison only. So that is the reason that I use here as a is blank function for using this column. If this column value has zero of any column, we need this YOY as a zero. And if this YOY as a zero, then in this function, go to this growth. If this value, if this YOY changes is zero, then it will answer give you the zero. Suppose 0 divided by any value, answer will be NA. Answer will be NA. So before moving NA, or we have taken care of NA, we put here as 0, because 0 is the alternative result. So there is a reason that we should use 0 here. If you using, suppose if we don't use 0 here, what is the result? Enter and see what is the result. Yeah, see, this is the result of your sorry, if this value is 0, it will automatically take 0. Okay, let me show you. See, it will automatically take 0, but if you show as NA, then it will take as the value. So it is better to use as a 0. So that is the reason we should use 0 here. So there is a reason that why we use 0. Sorry, in comma I write it in it. Sorry. 0 and just put enter. It will give you the impactful growth percentage chart, because otherwise if you're using without is blank function, the YOY chart is not better. So that is the reason we are going to use, and go to this next page. Move your line chart. You can select date function and YOY growth. And see, right now it's give you the one value. Why? Because we have no any date. If you select the date column in x-axis, it will give you the year-wise changes. See, and same way, go to this, move to set group to, or you can use as well as suppose year-wise. You can just track down a year. This is your year-wise growth, 17, 18, or 19. This is your line chart. Same way you are using a graph. If you are using your month, you can use your month also. And this, see, if you're using year and month in the same chart, there is an option here as a drill down. Go to next level. If you go click on this, it will give you the value of month-wise data. Okay, so month-wise value, like increase, decrease, increase, decrease, increase, decrease. You have a growth-wise value. Same way, if you are using suppose year, month, and there is a quarter, or no, we have a day. So if you're using as a day, there is a one more drill down. You can just click on this, This value is by day wise. We have all the days data, and this value give you the all the year wise, all the year and day wise, same way. So you are using day, month, and quarter for year wise growth. Same way, suppose in the legend, if you want, suppose legend means, suppose if you want country wise, go to this country, it will give you the country wise data. Go to this is your country wise data. And same way, if I click on this table, go to this filter, if we need top 3 country only, then instead of this basic, okay, you can use your top man and click on this 3, and you can put it as 3 on the basis of, suppose I need on the basis of sales, not on the basis of growth. I can use it the basis. Click on this apply. See, this is your important function or important line chart for this, and this is only for 3 country, top 3. Go to this Australia, United Kingdom, and United States. This value is blue is Australia, United Kingdom is this yellow.
You are on mute.
Oh, sorry. So I'm going to into my next table. Okay. And in this table, I'm going to move into next thing. Go to this date column. This is your date wise. And we have total sales data. This is your total sales. And see, YTD balance give you the cumulative of year wise data. Suppose if you want to use cumulative till the end of the year. End of the year matlab, till the first day of the your data and the last day of the data. Only the till the last day. So how to calculate? You can go to this new measure. I can just write it here as cumulative sales. The economics, you can use this word calculate function. We are using total sales. This is very important function, guys, calculate. And now, what is the filter function we are going to use as a filter function? And in this filter, see, it will ask you a table. So table means right now I'm not using as a table. I'm going to use my another filter, like all selected. All selected means we need to select all the function in all the date, all the table and column in our main things in which we have to filter. So it means we have a total sales value and we need to filter. All selected means a complete table name or a column name. You can put any of the name. So right now I'm going to use that date. Date means you have done this calendar table, and in this calendar table you can use your column name. So column name is your date table. Column name is under this calendar table. Where is the date column? Under this date column. Okay, we are going to select this table and then we are going to use as filter. And see, this is your filter, and under this filter expression you have a value of date column. So you can select this date. And guys, we are going to use as cumulative, and cumulative means we are going to use as calendar date function. Okay, so for this date function you are using as this date is greater than, less than, or equal to max. Why we using a max function? Because we need cumulative till the end of maximum. If the last date value in this calendar year is less than or equal to the maximum date, and maximum date you have, maximum date, how to calculate maximum date? You can just select your date table. Okay, it means when your date is ending, suppose in this data your date is ending date is 31st March 2019, and you have to filter it out that date. You can go stop into that date up to the less than of maximum. Maximum means the date table, you have a date, you can match this date. If this date and this date is equal to this date, your filter, your function will be stopped into this date. Same way. And click on this expression. Your expression is done. 1, 2, and 3, because you are using 3 function, 1, 2, and 3, and just put enter. It will give you the value of cumulative sales value. So where is cumulative sales? This one. Go to this cumulative sales. See, cumulative sales 103, 104, and see, it is not for 1 year. When you go down into 2018 as well as, see, in the 2018, 1/1/2018, it will not ending. It will not ending 741, and same way ending with end of the date. See, the end of the date of 2019, it will total give you the value of the same value. So this is the function we are using as cumulative. I can just tell you how to use, what is the shortcut of this. You have to just remember calculate function, total sales. Okay, and after this you have to filter it out. I can write it here as filter it out from all the dates up to the maximum date in your column. Okay, and then that is a simple thing, but only two things: calculate total sales and filter it out from all the dates up to the maximum date in your column. That is a simple thing. So tell me guys, any doubt in your mind for this example or any other previous example you have? Anyone like Reshma, Mohammed, Bharat, anyone you have any doubt? You can ask me. Can you hear me?
We are good, so far. Yeah, I will practice all these things and then I will let you know in the next session if
Yeah,
you got.
sure. You can practice it. Okay. So now I'm going to my next move. What is my next move? Let me tell you. I'm going to page 7. Right now, this is my one table. And right now I'm not using as a date. I'm using as a country. And in this country, I'm just using my profit. Okay, and this profit percentage, I can just drag down and percentage into this percentage column. See, this profit percentage, I'm just taking as profit also, taking as sales also. Okay, and net sales also, and cost also. See, this is your complete table of country wise. Australia, we have total sales. Net sales means we have a discount. I can also use discount. See, total sales minus discount, net sales minus cost is equal to profit, and profit divided by net sales is equal to profit percentage. But I have one question only. This profit percentage is right or wrong? Because if we calculate all the profit of all country, then answer would be at the rate and at the end would be 100%. But why it is given as 52%? Anyone, any question into this? Why it is given into this kind of things? Tell me guys, it is, say, tell me just one like option. Is it right or wrong? Is it right or wrong? That's only thing.
No, I think it is giving percentage based on the previous row. That means the sales.
This is your total. This is your total means profit divided by net sales. This will give you the value.
Yeah, not the percentage of the overall thing.
Right. But we need profit divided by this into percentage. We need this. Okay. So how to calculate this? We need profit divided by this value and into 100. We need this, but this value give you the this profit divided by net sales on the value. This profit is on the basis of net sales. Right now we need profit on the basis of this profit total. This profit total. So how to calculate this profit total? Just click on new measure. Why we have to calculate this? Because we need to create a pie chart. So just click on this and we can write it here as, and see this profit is not a wrong value. If I say that this is wrong only for this visualization only, not as a wrong for our data. Data is correct. Okay, so right now I need profit percentage, but on the basis of country. We need country wise total profit. So how to calculate this country wise total profit? First you have to create it two variables like var. Var means you have to calculate as total profit is equal to your profit. What you creating into this profit measure is your total profit. Go to down again. You have to create one more variable, and this variable is for all total profit means 89132,510.33 because this profit we have already have. Okay, this profit we have, but this profit is not have. So how to calculate this? All total profit. This is our variable name. This is not a function. You can change any of the variable name as per you. Okay, this is my just a variable name. You can change it anytime. So how to calculate this? Okay, and you can use your profit. Okay, sorry, this is variable. I need to use as profit. Calculate profit on the basis of location. Location means all, sorry, location not we need by a country. So all this we have to use by a country, and country we have in dim country. This is your country. Just put on enter, and now this is your what happened. Just put on return value, and then using a divide function into this and divide by profit. This is your total profit. Divide by all total profit and comma 0, and then when you put on enter, it will give you the correct result. I can just track this value and see it will give you the one. When you click on this percentage, see the total of 100%. It means total of this country we have a highest percentage of profit in Australia, Canada, US, this kind of country we have, and second most highest is Germany. So total of 100%. And for this you can create any of the things, like if I need to create as one of the pie chart. Okay, I just click on this. Sorry. You can just click on this table, go to this table, copy and just paste it into down. Okay, and you can use your pie chart, and under this pie chart, see this is multiple you have a many like this kind of things, but we don't want this. You can just go to this filter. You can use your country filter, and I need top 5 country profit wise 5 on the basis of profit percentage and apply filter. See, so total we have top 5 country for every wise profit, and right now if I need to use, as you can remove the value here like total sales, this net sales, discount, total cost, profit, and profit percent also. This is your profit by country. So we have total of 5 country. If you need total of 10, you can use total of 10. Okay, so this is your total of 10. So as per your requirement, you can use many things. So right now I need my top 3. So this is your top 3 country. You can use also your donut chart, as well as you can use multiple chart as well as go to this. Suppose if you have access of this Power BI, access means suppose if you have any work email ID, you have work email ID, go to this, and this is your get more visualization, this 3 arrow, get more visualization. Okay, and go to this. You see there is a many what I say, visualization. Okay, you have a many visualization. You can track down any of the filter it out. Okay, suppose I need any of the things, like you can search here also, advanced chart. Advanced pie and donut chart. If you need this kind of chart, you can just select any of the visualization, get it now, so that it will have a value into this. Okay, go to this, and this is the value. If you go to this and select this value, see your percentage is changed. This is your new type of chart. So this kind of way you can done your formatting. What happened? Okay, so any other doubt, guys, in your mind? Bharat, Reshma, any other doubt in your mind? If you not have any doubt, then we should close this session, and tomorrow we will do. Yeah, listen, I have one question in my mind, that you can do your visualization on, or can I tell you how to do a visualization?
We can do ourselves.
You can do, sure. So we can start our new project from tomorrow. Because see,
Yes,
this is our complete project right now. This is our sales project is completed today. If yeah, one only the thing is that how to create complete dashboard. This is the main thing is remaining. If you tell me, if you like okay with that, I'm going to create a dashboard, that I will tell you. Otherwise, but first I need, let's see. First I need, you need to create a dashboard. First, I need that you need to create a dashboard and then submit to me. If there is any error or any misleading into the like pie chart or column chart, then I will tell you that how to create, because it will save our time also. We both have our time. Because see, the main thing is Power BI into Power Query and our DEX query. These two. These two is a very main. And I have covered almost, see what is total function. We have covered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And in this calendar table also we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11. It means total of 30 function I can use. And for this 30 function, you can use all minimum of 90 to 50 to 60 function you have already created for this function. Okay, so if you have any doubt after my all these like 6 classes total, we have three class, I think three class we have for this session, for this sales project. So you can watch all this video first. Okay, after that video first, make your notes in your notebook, and guys, please purchase your one diary. Why I tell you, because you have to remember each and everything. Okay, so each and everything is remembered only by you. You have to purchase your one diary and make a note into this. Okay, if you make a note into this, you will be better to learning a Power BI. Are you getting my point all? Or any other doubt in your mind, you can ask me that how to prepare or how to solve this kind of query. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. I will cover it, because live session is only beneficial for you only. Reshma, Mohammed, Bharat, any doubt? You can unmute yourself and ask me. Okay, then we should close this session, and we will meet on the Friday with the next part or dashboard visualization. Tell me first. All, please tell me.
I'm good with next part.
Okay, then I will discuss with all of them, and then I will plan that what we do next project or the dashboard part. Okay. Okay, and Bharat, please make your like dashboard with your own and submit to me before next Friday. Okay, it will be good for you to send it to me next Friday. Oh, sorry, before coming to
Ah,
the idea.
I can share my screen, and there is a plenty of dashboard I have made.
No, yeah, plenty of dashboard, yes, right. But you can share with me one or two dashboard for this data only, not for any other like previous data. For this
No,
data.
I haven't received any
No, actually, I
Excel
send it to
file or
you
anything. So from you,
already in WhatsApp. You did not receive my. I already sent in your WhatsApp. See in the history, I already sent with you.
let me ping you again on WhatsApp. So it's not there. So if I would, but I will
Okay.
find out which
No worry.
data you are using. You can
Very
send me a link. I can download it.
Yeah, no worry. I will send you again. Okay. No worry.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining this session.